literally it's easy. You hook each one of those color coordinated into the wall uh wire into the wall wire that is also white, black, and bare. It's like you put two puzzle pieces together. And we didn't talk about how we have an island built out of two of one cardboard box and then one IKEA cabinet wall on top of an IKEA cabinet. It's actually a really
It's
nice setup.
it's actually really nice. I'll take a picture of
If
it.
we could put an yeah, if we could put an island,
It's the really thick cardboard from the sink
yes.
that the sink came in. We just placed that upside down on top of a cabinet.
It's like I don't even want to work on the house anymore because why would we?
I don't think we have plans for an island.
And you know, we've
So,
had people come in and they haven't, no one's even noticed. No one said anything. They were
mm-mm,
like, oh yeah, nice kitchen.
mm-mm.
All right. So, we're installing a range hood vent, um, the stuff above your cooktop.
Hmm.
Uh, what was I gonna say? We've worked on that 2 days and we
Yes.
haven't talked about it
Uh-huh.
together.
Uh-huh.
Um, the first day, what did we do?
It was mainly the electrical.
Didn't we like cut out?
I think that was when we cut the top
Hmm.
when we got rid of everything.
Okay, let's just
I don't know if we talked about it. There was a vent there
should
previously.
yeah, but that was a long time ago. Should we just talk about the like what we did yesterday
Yeah.
or 2 days? When was that?
Yeah, I think we've only done it yesterday and today. And
Okay.
today we just it was the roof.
Anyway, we had that wire. Maybe someone has seen it. There was a wire, or we talked about it, just coming out of the house, and we capped it and taped it and made sure it wasn't live or gonna
The previous vent was
kill us.
hardwired. So
Yes,
we just had a
yes,
wire coming
that's
out
where
of
the
the
wire
wall.
came from.
And the
Uh,
wire was going to be really hard to fish through the wall and everything.
yeah, we couldn't get it out, probably.
Our plan was
Yep.
to get a plug, wire the plug into that the because it's just a hot ground and a
Neutral,
neutral. What
hot, neutral, and yeah, I think
is it
it's
neutral?
yeah, because I think it completes the circuit.
Yeah.
We
So
need
it's
an
just those three
electric.
things.
Jacob Honish, we need you on this pod. We need an electrician. Where are you?
And you just hook
Uh,
those three things into the three things that a plug needs, and then you plug it in, and those prongs are those three things too. So it's
yeah,
all the same
it's
thing.
pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. And so you went to the store and got um
I got a box.
a
I got an
box.
electrical box, a metal electrical box, and a heavy duty like single plug.
Hmm.
So we were gonna build that.
We are gonna build a plug to plug the vent in because this vent came with a plug,
Yes,
and there wasn't an option to hardwire it.
correct.
You went to your
I went to
parents'
parents
house
for Thanksgiving.
for Thanksgiving,
Yes, I
and your
did do
dad
that.
said,
I went there. No, no, I was talking to my dad on the way to Home Depot to get all this stuff, and yeah, he was just like cut the actual the plug part that came on the piece
mm-hmm,
off, and that's how like you just
splice
hardwire it
it.
that way. Yeah, you splice the wires, pull them apart, yeah, splice it, curl them up, and make the connections, and boom, you got a new working vent.
Let's walk through that a little bit slower
Okay,
for people who
So
don't
yeah,
know.
you get some wire cutters, you cut. I don't know if we should be talking about this.
Because we're not electricians.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like Austin Code is gonna come in and fucking destroy us.
Well, yeah,
I can. I mean, I'll talk about it.
it's
This
pretty
is
simple.
this is like our own death sentence. Like if this house like burns down or
Yeah.
something,
Okay, we can.
you might want to cut all of this out. I don't know. I don't know. I'll still talk about it in case we want to keep it.
Yeah.
you cut the wire with wire cutters, and it's a black rubber wire, so it's pretty thick. You have to like cut in to that and expose all three wires. Like Zach said, you got a ground, a hot, and I think a neutral. Hot's black, neutral's white, ground is green in this case,
green or
or
bare.
just exposed.
Yeah.
And then you literally, it's easy. You hook each one of those color coordinated into the wall wire. Into the wall wire that is also white, black, and bare. It's like you put two puzzle pieces together, and you have to splice each one of those to expose the copper fibers that come out of the wire, out of the black, out of the white, and you twist them a little bit, and then you twist them around the wall wire, and you've now made the connection. And then for safety, you cap it, and so you make sure that they're in the same place, and you electrical tape around it, and boom, you got a vent that's working. Did that explain it? That's how it works in my mind.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we did. It looks great. It's capped. It's safe.
It's up there, and I think the plan is to those hood vents have a little metal box that go up. It looks like it goes out into the roof or whatever.
Yeah.
Just put those wires back there.
Yeah, it'll all be covered up. It's hardwired in. We don't have to worry about a plug.
Yeah, no plug.
We're reusing the vent.
Yeah, the actual vent. The actual vent.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what you call that. Duct. It's a
The
duct.
duct.
We're using
Yes.
the duct, original duct that was there, plus the vent hood came with a duct. Zach had some duct tape.
Duct tape, but it's
You
like
had some, yeah.
reflective silvery
Yeah,
tape that
reflective
really
tape.
it's mainly like aluminum that's sticky.
See, I haven't had a chance to go through our recorded. I recorded this whole process too.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you recorded an hour long of us.
Stupid. Most of the good stuff was in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We ran out of steam.
Okay, how does it stand up? How's it in place again?
The duct?
No, the
frame.
The hood.
The hood
Yes.
is
it there?
came with two really heavy duty drywall screws that we screwed into the drywall.
Yep.
Screwed a screw into that screw and then hung the frame on there. It's a pretty light whole thing.
Yeah.
And then the duct is held up by the roof vent. It's like on the roof with the flashing vents out. The duct is attached to that and just hangs down.
And it goes through.
So there's
the
no weight
attic
on that. And since that was already up there, we would have to like take the whole flashing off, redo the whole
That would have been nice.
vent and duct.
That wouldn't have been
We
worth
just kept the duct. Today we went up, there was a leak.
That's the thing we haven't said is the whole thing is leaking
Yes.
from the roof.
From the roof.
So yeah, go ahead.
We got up
Tell our listeners what
what we did. Well, you went and got some wet patch
Yep.
repair stuff.
For roofs. Yes.
We have our taller ladder now. We scampered onto the roof. We patched up any holes around the flashing and the vent on the roof with that stuff.
Yep.
We're waiting for it to dry before we test it. Once we test it, we can then... I've cut out a small little rectangle that'll fit the small little clean cutout that I've made around the vent because it was rotting and
Yeah, it was
gross
pretty nasty because
from
the leak.
from the leak. So we'll place that back in. We'll use some liquid nails to place it in. Most of that will be covered up with the stainless steel vent cover
Yeah,
that's like
that's
for
the
aesthetic
best.
reasons that will go around what we have now. And then the vent will be done.
Yeah, that was actually pretty easy comparatively to like everything that we have done, I thought.
Hmm.
Like it was simple.
I think it's mainly just been a lot of different things that
If
we've needed.
Yeah, I had to run to Home Depot a bunch. Also, I think we'd already be it would be complete if there wasn't a leak
Yeah.
for multiple reasons. We wouldn't have had to go up on the roof. We wouldn't have had to cut that drywall
Hmm.
probably. So it's something you can like do in like a couple hours,
And I would say a
honestly.
majority of people have a plug.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. If you have a plug there, then
Everything made
you
in the
don't
last
have
20
to
years is,
do any of the stuff that I did,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
after my explanation, you probably don't want to do. Um, is that it now?
Yeah, I guess we're looking to put the railing on the back of the cabinets that all of the cabinets
Yep.
attach onto. Um, we have all the cabinets built. We're waiting to do that before we find out how tall the countertops will be.
So I talked to the guy
Oh, you did?
actually. Yeah,
You were saving this.
this is yeah, I'm saving it for the pod. This is a first look into into this live reaction. Let me find it. Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. I said, I was telling him, I was like, how high do we put these? How high do we put the railing? How high do we want the cabinets to sit? And like, can you come out here and like tell us what
Hmm.
to do? He said, I only do countertops. He says he needs the cabinets installed
Hmm.
for him to get the measurements.
Hmm.
And he says the thickness of stone
Hmm.
is an inch and a quarter.
So always an inch and a quarter.
Apparently, that's what he said.
Because we looked online and online had like 7 different
No, I know, I
measurements.
know, I know, I know.
Well, I think the stone that he works with is an inch and a quarter, clearly. But I was talking with
Jacob Honish,
Jacob Hanish.
is he? Yeah, did you get him to come on the test?
No, I haven't convinced him yet. But
Okay.
he and I were both agreeing that it doesn't really matter
Right. What's an inch and a quarter
because
versus?
you can. The only thing that we're going to be comparing it to is the stove, and the stove can be adjusted
Right.
in height.
Right.
So if the countertops end up being a quarter inch higher, we just raise the stove a
Yeah.
quarter inch.
It's also like, are you really going to be able to tell like a quarter of an inch difference? I mean, maybe.
I mean, yeah, not
It's. I don't think it's.
not you might be able to tell relative to something else, but not just walking in. You
Right.
can't just be like, oh, yeah, those
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. But like, I've just never. Yeah.
I mean, I think we set to 1 and a quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
We set the cabinets 1 and a quarter lower, like
Lower than
are
the
they 36?
36 is
36
the.
inches is the standard countertop height.
I thought that was the standard uh, oven height
Yes,
and countertop height.
yeah.
Yeah, so set them to that, and
So set them
if we
to
get
34 and 3/4.
yeah, 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 and
Hmm.
if we end up only getting an inch thick countertop, then so what? So we
Yeah,
lose a quarter of an inch.
yeah,
It's like what
yeah,
who the fuck?
yeah.
Like uh
Wow, that's an exclusive
yeah, that
first
that was the
conversation.
first. That's how. Yeah, Jesus.
That's how things go here.
But that I'm making sense, right?
Yeah,
Like that's fine.
yeah, yeah. I think we just do that.
It's not okay.
But it does make sense that he needs the countertops to be in there.
Yeah, yeah. Because how else is he gonna? We have the countertops or the cabinets used
Yeah.
as a island.
Did you ask him about the breakfast bar? Or yes,
No,
not.
I did mention it,
And he was just like, whatever.
he didn't say anything about it.
These guys
So
don't know
yeah,
anything.
he's like, I don't want to come out there and waste my time.
I mean, I think we just tell him how big we want the
Mm.
breakfast bar, and then we have to support it somehow.
Yeah.
Which I think there's a couple different ways.
I mean, but if he does the installation, he's
Hmm.
probably gonna support it, right?
I don't
Like it
know.
probably comes with the supports. No? You think he just
I
is
think
gonna
he
show up with some
just
stone?
does counter. I think we could install the breakfast bar countertop.
Holy shit.
I just don't think it's that. What can be difficult about a countertop? Cut to like
I mean, that's
everything.
what we thought when we were like, yeah, we'll take this breakfast bar, little skinny piece out.
Yeah.
Like it'll be so that looked like it's the easiest thing, and like then it ended up
Put it
taking
on
like
there.
forever.
I
I'm
don't.
down. I'm down. I don't. Yeah.
I just
Well,
it really I don't understand what they do.
the countertop people.
Yeah. They
Jacob,
source the
Jacob,
countertop.
we need Jacob on this
Yeah.
thing because he has told me a lot of times
hmm
that he wouldn't recommend installing the countertops by yourself.
Yeah. I
And
believe him.
I need him to get on and defend himself.
I believe him. I just don't know what I'm
Um,
missing. I don't know what I don't know yet.
we got to get him on
Yeah.
next
But
time.
this is all future talk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can end this. It's gone too long. It's
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Well, it's going to be
cut it.
2. It's 2 episodes.
That's good.
It's 2 episodes for our
let's-
adoring fans.
Let's cut it.
All right. This has been Grackle and
Grackle and
Spackle.
Spackle, episode 3.
3 and 4.
You and me for
You and me.
5. Okay. Bye.
Good night.